Hi everybody, welcome back to Eileen's Craft Nook. I have a set of snowflakes that I'm going to be working on today. Now these did come as a set, and I'm using my crushed crystal from Unicone. These came in as a set of 11 from Temu. If I can find them, I will link them in the description, along with the other materials I'm using in this video, the crushed crystals and the lights that I use as well. So I'm just gonna, as I go, if I hopefully remember to give them a little spritz with my isopropyl as I pour it in, just because these are, they're so delicate that I'm hoping to, not have too many little micro bubbles in here. As you can see, I forgot to spritz the last ones with the isopropyl, but that's okay. And I'm not trying to get, like a little tiny thing to pour into all the crevices. I'm just pouring on top, and then I'm just going to use my silicone tool to kind of, push down into all those fine little crevices to get the resin in. Now I do end up with extra resin on top, and what I do is I just take my popsicle stick and kind of give it a swipe on the top to put it back into my cup to use for something else. So that's all I'm doing here. I'm just going through and just kind of seeing if I can get that resin running into all those crevices. And that's why I sped it up, because this did take me a little bit of time. I want to send out a huge thanks to everybody who has subscribed to my channel and watched my videos. I just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is a big milestone for me. So thanks all. I did take one out just to test whether they were dry enough. So let's just take the rest out, and then we'll move on to the next step, because I want to do something with these to put on the tree. These don't have any holes in them to hang, but you can see they're very pretty. I wasn't sure how these would come out given how delicate they are. But so far, so good. And they are gorgeous. That crushed crystal is really nice. They're a little bendy, but again, they're very delicate. Let's see if they all survive here. And because I was working with, like, you can't see in these crevices very well with especially with just the clear resin, I wasn't 100% sure. See, this one does have a hole in it to hang it. Right there. Probably gonna let these dry for just a little bit longer so that they're all flat. This one has a hole in it too. This one's very delicate. So just take my time so as not to rip them, because it'll take another day or so of curing in order to become stronger. but I want to add lights to these. Glue lights onto them to string them on my tree. And I might make another set to make them even longer. That one's pretty. I wonder why some of them, because they all came together as a set. This one has a hole too, but these ones down here did not. And the other thing you'll notice is I don't have a lot of cleanup to do on these, given how I poured them. But I did take my stick and just do this with it to get any excess resin off. And I figured because resin is leveling, it would fall into the crevices as long as the resin wasn't too thick. So I would suggest if you're doing something this delicate, don't use a 4-hour resin, the quick dry ones. The thinner, the better. So this one does not have a little hole to hang it. This one does not either. This is another very thin one. So I'll just make sure I take my time. Oh no, it does right there. Didn't see it. This one's very delicate. Very, very delicate. You can see obviously they're still a little bit bendy. I did leave them sit overnight. I did have them on my heat mat for 2 hours as well. Okay, this one I need to be careful with, so as not to break any of the... This one I probably would have been smart to let dry a little bit longer, because it's not wanting to release. Actually, I think the problem is some overpour here. This one's definitely... There we go. Got it. Yeah, you can see this one has a little bit of cleanup to do, but not bad. Let it dry a little bit longer so I don't break any of those branches. And is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, that's all of them. All right. I am going to get my glue and my lights and be back for the next step. Okay, I have my snowflakes made. I made 2 sets of them. And here's the plan. I want to make garland. So I want to use these lights. And I'm going to use you could use glue. I'm going to use UV resin. And I'm going to attach a snowflake to each light using my UV resin to make some garland that you can put on your tree. You could put around the house. If you want to decorate those smaller trees from Dollar Tree, you could do that. So that's what I'm going to do with these. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the UV resin. I have my curing light here, my UV light. So I'm just going to each snowflake, I'm going to add a little bit of UV resin and attach the light, and then string it together. So I want to attach the light to what I consider the back, so you can kind of tell the difference a bit The glitter, the one side is a bit more glittery. I mean, both sides are pretty, but the side where the glitter kind of settled, you can tell that's the front. So I'm going to just, and rather than apply the UV to the light itself, I think I'm going to do it to like beside the string in order to, I don't want to impact the light. So I'm just going to add a little bit here. I did get these lights on Amazon. I will, if I have had them for a couple of years, but if I can find the link, I will go ahead and link that in the comments. My light is almost dead. So I'm just going to quick set this a little bit with my light, and then I'm going to put it under the larger light to do a full set, but I need to go get batteries for this because it is almost dead. All right, I actually have a new light that I bought, so I put batteries in that. All right, I'm going to continue adding the lights with a little bit of UV resin. I'm going to put you on a fast forward, maybe put some Christmas music on, and I will see you guys on the other side when we're done. And here it is in the dark. I got to make more because it doesn't fit the whole tree. But there it is, guys. Little sneak peek. Some of my cats. They're interested in the tree because I just put it in here. So those lights are so pretty. So pretty. All right, thanks.